The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.
G'day everyone and welcome to the Trader Cobb Crypto Show. Hope you're having a good day. Having a look at the market again right now. We're down. We are down a wee bit. Now what I am seeing here is that we might have another leg lower. So like I said, I've been speaking about this for quite a little bit lately, saying to you just because we've had one green candle doesn't mean that the end of our woes are not over. Now what we see here is on Bitcoin a small bearish candle. Now because we're in a downtrend, it has pulled back into that cradle zone and it hasn't pulled back all that deep. It does have the potential to pull back deeper. The thing it also has the potential to do is to show itself right now as saying, hey, you know what, Craig, I actually can't get back any further. I did the best I possibly can, and you know what, big dog, this is it. I've gone as far as I can. Now that may mean that we're going to see a decent fall from here. Now it might not as well. Don't forget that there are two sides to the market. The market will do what the market wants to do. But I can tell you right now, as I sit here in my office looking at this chart, I like the 16-hour time frame. I'm looking at the bearish candle right there. I want to see how this plays out, and I may actually jump in on a short. I might get stopped out too, but I'm happy to have the exposure to the downside through management of through good management of my risk. If the market does bounce and start to head back higher, and let's say I short here, and this end up being the bottom, hey, I'm cool with that. Because it's 1% of my portfolio, 1% of my trading account that I have at risk here. Now the rest of my portfolio would be hedged to a certain extent, which would make me happy. I love being short Bitcoin when the market falls for obvious reasons. A, it builds a trading portfolio, but it also feels good to know that as my portfolio decreases in value, as I am long-term in this space as well, my short-term trading increases dollar-wise. So I'm happy with that. It's good as gold. Happy to short Bitcoin again today if I get the opportunity. Looking at Ethereum, it's already broken down. I mean, we look at all these top 10s and we pull back into that cradle zone as I was speaking yesterday. Bitcoin Cash is the exception. It didn't get very far in at all. It's pretty damn weak on Bitcoin Cash there. If I go through and have a look at EOS, EOS was the top performer to the downside, down another 10% today, or over the last 24 hours, I should say at least. So again, a very good fall there on EOS. Cardano is sitting right back up there in that cradle zone once again, presenting what could be a very juicy short. Absolutely. Same on the daily, looking very, very bearish there, and we'll see how we go. Now, I need to see these setups actually break to the downside to trigger this cradle trade. I haven't got that yet. It needs to be set up. I do not have what I need at this point to present the short for me. Neo is another one that's sitting right in that zone, and one of two things are going to happen. We're either going to break down, in which case I'll probably find a short or two, or we'll turn around and we'll take out those highs. Either way, you'll know what to do if you've got those strategies. It's pretty straightforward as far as how we attack this market, based on the strategies, based on what we think will happen next. And look, I'm not trying to guess bottoms. I'm not doing anything other than my job, and that's a trade direction. IOTA also a beautiful cradle there on the daily, back into that cradle zone, looking like an absolute peach for a short. Is there any support in the way? There is a little bit of support there. Let me just actually have a look. I want to tell you where the level is, if it is there indeed at all. Yeah, at 32 cents. So it's a great. It's actually IOTA. Oops, it's actually looking really good there on IOTA for a short. The trend is definitely down, and we're pulling back into what has been in the past an old level of support and resistance. Actually, no, it's not been really resistance. Oh, no, it has been resistance as well. So I do like IOTA against the dollar here as well. So look, there could be some really good trades today. Ripple, not really that interested in that right now, if I'm honest. A pullback on the 16. If you were going to take your trade, you're going to take it there. And Litecoin as well, looking at the daily, again, a bearish candle, looking quite decent there. So guys, right now, I'm sorry if I burst your bubble here. I'm sorry if you were a bottom screamer. But the bottom line is this. We've got plenty of markets pulling back into the cradle zone with bearish candles on the 16-hour, 12-hour, and the daily time frame. It's setting up quite wonderfully for those of you who know how to trade short. And for those of you who don't, I'm sorry, but this is looking likely. Now, let me just rephrase that. When I say it's looking likely, it means that the charts are set up in a certain way that makes me follow my strategies. Okay, I trade strategy. I trade the way I trade. Okay, now I have been wrong, and I will be wrong again. There is no doubt about that. Trading is not about being right all the time. And I keep having people coming out and saying, "Oh, remember that time when you were really bullish back in July?" Yeah, absolutely, I remember that, and I'll talk about that. I've got no issue with that because I'm a trader. It doesn't mean I'm right all the time. And for that move, I was bloody well right. When the reversal occurred with the higher low and the higher high, we had $1,000 or $1,500 move to the upside. Now, I didn't get any trades throughout that period, but once that trend reversed, we did get a very decent move. Now, I think the difference between what people think when I say I'm bullish or bearish or long or short, the difference between bullish and bearish is that's directional. Long and short means I'm actually in a trade. Second to that, if I say I'm bullish, that doesn't mean we're in a bull market for everybody else. Because look, people seem to say, "Oh, we're in a bear market, we're in a bull market," and when it's bull market, they want to see it go back to $20,000. Now, don't forget, I've been doing this a lot longer than most of you guys, and I'm not saying that to be offensive, to be an asshole, to be a prick, to be arrogant. I'm just saying that I trade trends. Trends change, and they can change very quickly. Now, everyone, or not everyone, a lot of people are clinging on to the fact that I said I was long or that I was bullish in July, and now how wrong am I? I'm an idiot, I don't know anything. Well, these people clearly are pretty much exactly what I said that they said about me. I will change my mind when the markets allow me to, when the markets suggest I need to. Right now, the market is very bearish. Right now, there are potential opportunities for me to short once again on this market. Right now, as far as I can see, the strongest level of support, the only level of support on this chart right now on Bitcoin is at $3,000. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we got there. I wouldn't be upset if we didn't. But I am going to stay focused on what this trend is telling me. I'm going to trade my trading strategies because that's what I've done for the last 12 bloody years, and I'm going to keep it up. Guys, have a great day. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to this here podcast. All right, subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. Share it around your friends and family because I'd love it if you did. Now is the time where everyone's going, ouch. Now is the time where traders are going, hooray. I would like it if we could all work together to learn to be better, go through these periods of downtrend because they happen and they'll happen again, but do it with some humility and do it with a set of tools that allows us to prosper even when the markets fall. Have a great day, guys. Bye for now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.